When you're preparing for a job interview, it's a good idea to practice answering common interview questions. These are popular with hiring managers for good reason, covering everything from your educational background and professional experience to your long term career goals and your preferred work environment. These common interview questions provide a clear picture of who you are and what you can do for an organization. This video is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. If you're looking for a job, ZipRecruiter can help. ZipRecruiter makes it easy to apply for jobs with a single click. You can also upload your resume to their resume database so that your resume is searchable for thousands of recruiters and employers who use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is also free for job seekers. Click the link in the description below to get started with ZipRecruiter today. Here are some of the most common interview questions you'll likely hear during your next conversation with a hiring manager. Tell me about yourself. Open ended questions like these can be daunting, or they can provide you with an opportunity to provide insight beyond your resume. Here's a sample answer. I'm a recent graduate of State University with a major in English and a minor in computer science. During my time at State U, I completed several internships in content marketing departments at various agencies and websites. I have a passion for helping brands develop their voice and tell their story. My portfolio shows examples of several projects I've worked on, including viral TikTok marketing campaigns, an award winning blog, and multiple case studies. What do you know about this organization? The worst answer to this question is no answer. The hiring manager who asks this question wants to know if you've done your research on the organization and if the company's work and goals resonate with you. Why do you want this job? You probably have multiple reasons for wanting this particular job, including the need to pay your bills. Focus on the reasons that would be the most appealing to the hiring manager and be sure to tie your qualifications to your motivation. Here's a sample answer. I've been looking for an opportunity to use my graphic design degree and coding skills to help a nonprofit organization really make a difference in the world. Most of my volunteer work has been with organizations that focus on ending world hunger, so I feel a strong connection to your mission. This seems like the perfect home for my interests and abilities. What's your greatest strength or weakness? You have many strengths and yes, a few weaknesses too, but when selecting strengths and weaknesses to focus on in job interviews, pay close attention to the job description for the role. If you're applying for a sales position, for example, you might refer to strengths like customer service experience, conflict resolution, and communication skills. If asked to name a weakness for the same role, you want to avoid naming anything essential to the job. So don't tell the hiring manager that you're an introvert who prefers to work alone. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Let's be honest, most of us probably have no idea where we'll be in 5 years. A lot depends on what life throws at you and how your goals evolve. But for the purposes of answering this question, pretend that things will go according to your current plan. Use your answer to share your professional goals and your blueprint for fulfilling them. Just make sure that your answer details what the organization needs. For example, if you're interviewing for a registered nurse and you plan to go back to school to become a nurse practitioner, make sure that the hospital or clinic employs NPs. Otherwise, the hiring manager might fear that you're planning to leave in a year or two. Tell me about a time when you experienced failure and how you coped with the situation. Even the most successful people experience failure at some point in their careers. What makes them successful is what they do after they fail. Use this question to show that you're resilient, able to take criticism, and prepared to turn challenges into successes. What's your ideal work environment? Answer this question honestly, but pay attention to the work environment you see when you attend the interview. If your interview is virtual, use a resource like Glassdoor to read reviews of what it's like to work at the company and keep that information in mind. For example, if you like to collaborate with team members, you might prefer an open office floor plan compared to a cubicle setup. Why should we hire you? This question can feel abrupt, but it's a reminder that the job interview is no time to be bashful about your abilities. Come to the interview prepared with a list of job duties from the listing and tie your own skills and qualifications to the company's greatest needs. Do you have any questions for me? This question provides you with an opportunity to learn more about the job, company, department structure, company culture, and the next steps in the hiring process. To check out a full list of questions that you can ask in a job interview, click the link in the description below. Although you won't be able to anticipate every single question, having answers to typical questions will help you remember your most impressive skills and abilities and be prepared for an interview. If you're ready to put your interview skills to work and land your next job, find jobs near you using ZipRecruiter. Click the link in the description below to get started today.